guys, it's Jessie V. So, I don't really know why I'm making this video. I don't even know if I'm gonna put this up really because hopefully it's not pointless to you guys. I really hope it isn't. Last night, I found this picture of me in a bikini and it was probably about a year after I had major surgery, and I have a massive scar on the side of my chest, just over my rib cage, and it just, I don't know, it made me remember how embarrassed and insecure I was about it. And so I guess I wanted to talk about it a bit today for some reason. I don't know. This is probably weird. If you guys didn't know, I had some lung surgery back when I was in grade 11, and I made a whole story time video on this, so if you do not know about that part of my life, it's actually probably the scariest time I've ever been through. So definitely if you have not heard about this story, I don't want to go through it again because gosh, that was a long video. I will link my lung surgery video down below, so maybe pause this and watch that and then come back here. Warning though, when I made that video I was way more shy in front of the camera, so I look, I don't know, like terrified. Also because it's a very sad story and I'm pretty much on the verge of tears, but back then I was less, I don't know, outgoing or confident. So if you watch that and you're like, what happened to you back then? That is why. To sum it up really quickly though, if you don't want to go all the way back and watch that video, my lung collapsed and I had, the first surgery was to insert a tube to try and reinflate my lungs. So they cut like a hole like right here to put the tube into, and unfortunately it didn't work in reinflating my lungs, so I had to go through a second surgery, which was insane, and they cut a giant hole right here in the side of my chest and they inserted another tube, and they actually had to cut a few inches off of my lung because my lung was too big for my rib cage. And gosh, that was a long recovery, and that surgery was just brutal, absolutely brutal. I thought I was literally gonna die, and as you can imagine, that surgery left some pretty terrible scars. And I found this picture of me when I was in Aruba with my best friend, and I'm just looking at the scar and it's pretty dark and visible there, and so I'm just gonna show it right now. I know it's weird that it's a bikini picture, okay, I get that, you know, but people wear bikinis, you see them on the beach. So you can see one of the scars that are kind of underneath my armpit, and the other one is sort of like underneath my boob a bit, but like it's on my rib cage. And I remember my best friend there pretty much really encouraging me to wear a bikini because I would refuse to wear anything that would show off these scars. In fact, I have pictures of myself literally wearing t-shirts in pools, in hot tubs, just out on the beach because I just wanted to cover it so badly. I was also a lifeguard at the time, so when my friends would come over and they'd want to go into our hot tub, I would literally put on my lifeguard shirt just to not show off my scar. And I guess the reason I'm making this video right now is because I saw this picture of myself yesterday and I thought it's really not that bad. Like, it's not that bad at all. And if people were gonna look at me back then and make fun of me for them, then who cares about them? They're stupid. It's just crazy to me how back then in my mind I thought they were so much bigger. I thought they were so much more like gross and in your face, but like 23-year-old Jessie looking at this now, I'm like, it's not bad at all. So it just goes to show you that you might think something of yourself and be insecure or embarrassed, but when people actually see you, it's not that bad. It's really not. And now I wear bikinis to the beach all the time. I still have these scars. They're still there and I don't care at all. I really don't. So I hope this kind of just shows you that just don't be embarrassed. Don't ever be insecure of your body. Just show off what you have. Honestly, like these scars, I'm proud of them. I'm glad I have them because it shows that I went through a hard time in my life. So if you guys have scars from surgery or from an injury or just something else that's happened in your life, embrace them. They tell a story. They're a part of your past. They shouldn't be anything that you're embarrassed about. I know I've had people in my life tell me like, why don't you just put a tattoo over them? A tattoo will cover them just fine. And like, I mean, you could if you guys ever want to cover up your scars with a tattoo, like that's fine, no problem. But like, I like them now. They're literally me. And you might think that this is a pointless video and like, okay, Jessie, they're small scars. Who cares? Why are you making a whole video about this? Maybe this is just sort of like for me to make because I just know how self-conscious I was and now I'm not. And I just want to kind of like prove that to myself by saying that. I don't know. But yeah, hopefully this just sort of shows you guys that what you think might look horrible on your body actually doesn't. People probably barely notice those scars. I was the only one who did. So yeah, I don't know. Just don't overanalyze yourself. You know what I mean? So I hope you guys sort of learned something about me from this video, even though this is sort of short and weird. But definitely check out my lung surgery video if you haven't, because it's a huge part of my life. So if you want to know more about me, definitely definitely watch that. It's a little sad though. But I hope you guys do have an awesome rest of your day, and yeah, love yourself. Until next time, guys. Bye!